Hello, 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 and welcome to the Relaxation Room, a space for deep healing and peace. If you've been feeling a little overwhelmed lately, if you've been feeling a little stressed out lately, congratulations, you've found the right place. Here we combine energy healing with some guided meditation to help us achieve deeper states of relaxation and transformative healing. You may begin the session by allowing yourself to get nice and comfortable wherever you are. Either sitting upright or lying down, the choice is yours. Allowing yourself to be fully held, thank you so much for the heart me, and fully supported. Bringing your awareness to your breathing. Simply by noticing how your breath feels as it enters your body. Noticing how your breath feels as it exits your body. Nice, natural breathing. Nothing should be forced or exaggerated. At this time, welcome back and thank you for the heart me. Thank you so much for the heart me, and welcome back, POTUS. Thank you so much for the gifts. Noticing the gentle rise and fall of the belly. Noticing the gentle, thank you for the gifts, rise and fall of the chest. As you breathe in and out. Thank you so much for the gifts and welcome back. In and out. In and out. Thank you so much for the heart me. And you may imagine that with each in-breath that you take, the breath fills heart center up with unconditional love. And with each exhale that you take, releasing the pain of betrayal, releasing grief, releasing any walls you have built around the heart. Thank you so much for the gifts. Letting it all out, letting it all out, and letting it go. As you breathe in and out, in and out, in and out. This deep sense of love taking root. Thank you for the gifts. And growing stronger and stronger as you breathe in and out, in and out, in and out. Allowing any heaviness, any stagnation. Hello, welcome back. Thank you for the gift. That is being stored in heart center to effortlessly dissolve. There is no force here, only gentle healing. As you breathe in and out, in and out, in and out. Giving yourself permission to let go of what is not yours to carry. Giving yourself permission to release everything that does not belong in this moment. As you breathe in and out, in and out, in and out. Letting it all out, letting it all out, and letting it go. As you breathe in and out, in and out, in and out. Okay, I will now begin to count from 20 down to 1. With each countdown, you will sink deeper and deeper into a state of relaxation. 20. Your forehead softens as you release any worry you are storing in the forehead. 19. Softening all around the eyes. 18. Unclenching your jaw. 17. Your tongue softens and hangs loose in your mouth. 16. The neck relaxes. 15. Your shoulders drop. 14. Arms becoming heavier and heavier. Thank you so much for the heartbeat. As they go limp like noodles. 13. Your breathing is calm and steady. Thank you so much for the gifts. 12. Your back relaxes. always unlock the comment section. So if you would like an open chat, consider throwing into the gifting pile over here, and that's how you earn one. You may even mentally set a date and time for when you will deal with all of this stuff. But for right now, your only job is to just relax, so you can put all of that stuff inside of this box. Thank you so much for the gifts. And put a lid on it. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much for the gifts. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much for the gifts. And now I will begin to whisper you some affirmations, implanting these things into your subconscious until they become your default programming. Thank you so much for the gifts. Just sit back and keep yourself open to receiving is what I meant to say. This loving, healing energy. You are so worthy. Thank you so much for the gifts. You are so worthy. Thank you so much for the gifts. You are so worthy. Thank you so much for the gifts. You are so admirable. Thank you so much for the gifts. You are so admirable. Thank you so much for the gifts. You are so admirable. You deserve to receive all of the love that you pour into others. Thank you so much for the gifts. You deserve to receive all of the love that you pour into others. You deserve to receive all of the love that you pour into others. Thank you so much for the gifts. You are so gorgeous. Thank you so much for the gifts. You are so gorgeous. Thank you so much for the gifts. You are so gorgeous. You deserve to be treated with heartfelt affection and respect. Thank you so much for the gifts. You deserve to be treated with heartfelt affection and respect. Somebody wants to love you exactly as you are right now. Somebody wants to love you exactly as you are right now. you enjoyed that session. If you did particularly enjoy the ASMR whispers and the energy kisses, I did last week start a new live stream, which I am hosting right here on TikTok at 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Starfire After Dark. So hold on, where's my... Let me take a look in my handy dandy planner here. Okay, so tomorrow night's going to be the last night that during our regular sessions we are doing the whispers and the energy kisses, and then that's going to move into just a Starfire After Dark thing. Starfire After Dark is at 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time again, so if you want to come back and just do a ASMR style Reiki session designed to help you fall asleep and get better sleep, that will be at 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And unlike our first session runs about an hour, regardless of what's happening. Starfire After Dark, we can do longer. We go by increments of a half hour, and depending on our engagement, if you are hitting the goals, then I'm willing to stay longer, possibly up to 3 hours, depending on how we are doing. So that has the option to be a longer live stream. If you would like to do more time with a longer session, that's fine. Monday, Tuesday, yeah, so tomorrow will be the last day that we do the affirmations and the energy kisses during our regular schedule, and then Wednesday will be a full moon ritual, and then we will switch back to our regularly scheduled style sessions that we do at the 8:30 time slot. But I will begin to wrap this session up with a message from Spirit. And for Leo season, we are working with the Light Seers Tarot, along with the Sun, Fire and Sun Oracle, which is an oracle deck that was created very specifically for Leo season. And then, thank you so much for the gifts. And then we will do a message from The Universe Has Your Back. Okay. We will start this message with 3 tarot cards from the Light Seers Tarot. What does Spirit have to say right now? What does Spirit wish to bring to our attention right now? What message does Spirit have for us? What truth would like to be revealed in, thank you so much for the gifts, this moment? We have the 8 of Cups. We have the Queen of Cups. We have the 2 of Wands. Okay. So the first message that came through with this is actually a very good message. The 8 of Cups can have to do with travel. So we might be going on some sort of adventure. The 2 of Wands could also be an adventurous card. It could be a card of exploration. There could be adventure. Adventure lies ahead is one of the things that's coming through, and it feels like this is going to be something that's really nurturing for us, like an adventure that we really need. Like, even if it's just like getting out of our immediate surroundings and, maybe going into nature or somewhere where you're not thinking about like all of your worldly problems, where, the stack of bills that you have to pay isn't there to remind you of them, somewhere where you can just kind of get away. There is another message here, though. This is going to be for a select few. I don't feel like this is the general collective message. I feel like this is kind of like specific for maybe some individuals in the collective. And there is definitely a message of escapism here. Someone could be using, like, since there's a lot of cups here, like someone could be using maybe alcohol as a form of escapism. Someone's maybe kind of like either trying to numb how they're feeling right now. Like they might just be having so many really big feelings that they don't even know how to like put words to, that they find themselves engaging in some sort of like escapism to kind of numb whatever it is, what the discomfort it is that they are feeling. And then there's another message that's also coming through. It's like she kind of, if we look at the cards, like she has her hands up in this card, right? Like there is no reaching for anything. She's not chasing anything. It's definitely a card of surrender. So it feels like, you know, there's, and then we have her who's just kind of like looking out the window, like she's maybe waiting for something. And then also paired with like this Eight of Cups energy. And it's like, there's definitely a message of like trying to surrender the outcome of something, understanding that things are going to flow to you with divine timing, and things are going to flow away from you with divine timing. You are not being given anything that you cannot handle. You are not being given anything that you cannot overcome. Everything will evolve with time. Everything will heal with time. There might be a sense of, and this could have to do with some sort of discomfort, like there might be a sense of wanting to maybe heal some sort of healing process up. Like we just don't want to feel ucky anymore. We don't want to feel like stuck in it anymore. We just want to like rid ourselves of whatever kind of, you know, struggle we're going through right now. Everything happens with divine timing. Show yourself some grace throughout this. Stop waiting for, you know, the pain to just subside. Stop waiting for it to be the day when you just wake up and everything's all better and you feel like you've completed the journey, because I don't really think there is completing the journey, if I'm being honest with you, because it's like, you know, you might be done healing from one thing, but life just kind of keeps coming. And life does not keep coming, and it's not about avoiding the natural pains that come with being a human in the year 2026. It's kind of about learning how to go with the flow, not resisting what is happening, understanding that once you bring yourself to a place of acceptance, it'll be much easier to kind of navigate through whatever it is you're going through. And remembering that you can accept this even if you don't like it. You don't have to like something to accept it. Accepting something, how do I explain that? Acceptance isn't the same as giving up. Acceptance doesn't hand or relinquish your power in any way. Acceptance is not losing. Acceptance is recognizing your reality and learning to work with that instead of being stuck in the past or, you know, wishful thinking or paranoia or any of the things that any type of loop that the brain gets stuck in. All right, let's go ahead and see what else we have here. And then there's also definitely something about like whatever it is you're going through right now, like you're going to move away from it. With enough time, there's also going to be enough distance where you maybe kind of gain some perspective as well, where you are not so attached to maybe some sort of narrative that you are telling yourself. Oh my goodness, this came flying out of the deck as I was shuffling, so we're going to take it. We have believe. Yeah, and then under it was be cheerful. We're going to take these as a part of the message. Believe in your own power. Believe in the strength of your heart. Believe in your resilience. Believe in your intelligence. Believe that you are going to get through this, because you are, and your outlook is going to play a very big part in just how well you are navigating this. And then in terms of, for the people whose message is this, like you're going on some sort of actual physical adventure. I feel like this physical adventure is going to help you to kind of like restore your faith in maybe like humanity, yourself, other people in some aspect. And it's also going to help to lift your spirits if life is just feeling like it's not it right now. Restoring your faith. Yeah, there's definitely that message that's coming through. And also just believe that there's something better out there for you than the things that you have maybe quietly accepted in the past. Maybe the things you thought that you had to accept because you didn't believe that there was something better out there for you. But your search and your ability to actually find something better is going to have to start with the belief that there is something better for you out there and that you are worthy and deserving of it, that you don't have to keep yourself stuck in toxic cycles, toxic relationships, toxic jobs, just because that's what's available to you right now. What else? Thank you so much for the gifts. Thank you so much for the gifts. Okay. Be reborn. There is a rebirth, yeah. And then the bottom of the deck over here is be warm. Be reborn. So rebirth, rebirth is interesting. Rebirth can be... Let's see if we can find the card in here. Rebirth, and it's right there. Oh my goodness. I feel like there's definitely a story here. We're going to get to that story in just a second. We have it. I like how this deck illustrates death because it doesn't just say death on the card. It says both death and rebirth. And, you know, with the death card, it's not always a bad thing. It's not always, it depends on how welcome or unwelcome the change is. If there is some sort of unwelcome, possibly even traumatic change that has taken place, rebirth can feel incredibly painful. And you can actually think of it as like the literal actual birthing process. Like, the reason why absolutely nobody remembers being born is because of how traumatic the experience is. It's as you are being pushed through the birth canal, like your shoulders come out of your sockets, like your bones rearrange yourself so that you can pass through. And you can kind of think about being reborn can be like that sometimes. If this is like a welcome change, if there was some sort of cycle that ended, and the way that it ended was like, I've had enough of this. I can't do this anymore. I need a change. And it was like something that you were very much ready for and welcoming of, then rebirth can be very exciting. We're shedding all of this negative energy. We are shedding all of this old energy. We are shedding everything that is holding us down and weighing us back. And we're ready for it. We are ready for it. We are going into it with a positive attitude. We are ready for this rebirth. If this is something that you were very attached to and you weren't ready or prepared for some type of ending here, then that rebirth, the whole process of death and rebirth can be incredibly painful. But you are going to get through it. You're going to move past the painful part of it, and eventually there will be enough time and distance where you're just not stuck in that emotion anymore. And then the bottom of the deck, we have the Four of Pentacles. It feels like we might be holding on to something. And then we have the King of Pentacles. Grounding and stability is going to be very important right now. And then also just remembering all of the ways in which you are abundant in this moment. Like, something could feel like some sort of loss or devastation at this moment with this Five of Pentacles. We could be feeling very down and out. Oh, and then we have the Four of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles, and the Five of Pentacles. Interesting. We could be kind of feeling like we're just not it's like we're on the outside and we're looking in, and it's like maybe we're watching like we're perceiving everyone else's experience of life as somehow better. Maybe we're just looking at things that other people have that we don't have, and it's making us feel a little bit bad about ourselves. That's gonna come to an end. Like this whole cycle here. Someone could have been kind of selfish with this Four of Pentacles, and then between these two cards, I would read this as like an ill-dignified King of Pentacles, who would be someone who's like very controlling. Someone might use finances to control you in a way. This could be like anything from like a bad boss or a bad manager who holds your pay rate or your hours over your head to get you to do things, or the threat of not having a job anymore to get you to fall into line with their toxic work environment. This could also have been a parent, perhaps a father figure who is very controlling, very domineering. This could have been a past partner who was very controlling, very domineering, who maybe, you could still have that financial abuse is something that's coming to mind, given all of the pentacles. Like someone could have had like all of the money and could have used money as something they either gave or withheld, or anything that you needed to survive. They could have been very withholding as some sort of power play. But the cycle is coming to an end. The cycle will come into an end, and then something will come through as healthy masculine energy. We have the Emperor, and this is something you're not going to see coming either. This is going to be a Tower moment. This is going to be swift and sudden change. You're not going to see it coming. And then we have the Hanged Man. We'll be getting some sort of deeper insight, or maybe like a revelation, some sort of different perspective. Three of Cups. There could be some sort of energy that's coming back around. Justice, but it's coming back around in the right way. And I feel like that definitely does speak to the last few cards that I did pull, where we would have like this ill-dignified King of Pentacles figure, and then we go through this death and rebirth process, and they are coming back around as the Emperor in this healthy masculine energy, someone who is stable, someone who is secure. When you put all of the kings together, then they equal the Emperor, but that's really like a sign of how well balanced they are. So then the other thing I was going to say is, this could also be someone around us who's going through some sort of change. There could be a masculine energy around us that's going through some sort of change, which we might be intuiting right now. And we could have been like the catalyst for that change. Maybe they're kind of realizing all of the ways that they were being a toxic or an ill-dignified King of Pentacles. All of the ways that they were being kind of maybe like manipulative, controlling. And that if someone had maybe more money in the connection, that doesn't give them the right to kind of do whatever they want in the connection. Like they can't... Your relationship isn't transactional. They can't just do whatever they want and then like buy you something pretty and expect you to like feel okay. And just because you accept it, it doesn't mean that what they did wasn't harmful. You could have had like a father figure who was maybe very strict, and maybe sometimes just acted out of lines for how a father figure is supposed to act, and then they would make up with it with finances. Like maybe they'd like buy you new stuff after acting a fool. That doesn't make it okay. Let's go ahead and see what else. So if you are not going through a rebirth process, this could be some sort of masculine energy around you that is going through a rebirth process. This could also be a specific connection that's going through a rebirth process. Or since the bottom of the deck was the masculine energy, it's like you could be going through your own rebirth process, and what you don't realize is that there's maybe someone around you who is also going through their own rebirth process, and both processes are related. With the Eight of Cups can be read as a breakup card. Maybe there was some sort of breakup. Maybe you quit your job. Maybe you quit your biological father. Maybe you fired your biological father. And especially, I think when you fire a parent from being your parent, that really does come as like a tower moment for them, where they're kind of like, you can't do that. I'm your parent. And it's like, I have agency, and I can use my agency to engage or not engage with anyone I choose, regardless of relation. What else? What else? What else? This could be a wake-up call. Oh my goodness. We're gonna get to that in a second. This could also be a wake-up call for some people. Like there could be just like, there could be a sense that life isn't as fulfilling as we want it to be. And in order for us to experience life in a fuller and happier way, I guess, it's going to require some sort of rebirth, and it's going to require that you relinquish control or relinquish some sort of outcome. I let go of the shadow of the past by seeing someone for the first time with the eyes of love. Okay, I feel like this is also making sense here. So if there is some sort of masculine who wasn't behaving in a very healthy way, understand that we are all just human. There might be some stuff in the past that you have to let go of. Now take this part as it resonates. Obviously, like, what I am also going to say about that is I'm going to give you like some context here, because I feel like that's just very broad and generalized. Like if this is something that happened like a week ago, 2 weeks ago, and you are like still in shock and you are still devastated, like there's a process that you have to go through that you can't really go around. There's no going around it. You got to go through it. There's no going over it. There's no going under it. The only way to it is through it. And you got to go through that process. So this part of the message probably isn't for you. But if this is something that there's been enough time, space, distance between, there's been a lot of changes that happened in that time, space, distance between for both you and the other person involved. And then what's being called here is to, okay, so I feel like there could be some sort of communication coming, which is why what this card is indicating. Seeing someone for the first time with the eyes of love, like, understand that we are all human, understand that we do all make mistakes. And the other thing I will say about that is that does not count if someone has been abusive towards you. We're not letting that back in our life. We can look at them through the eyes of love, but from a 50-foot distance minimum, and quite possibly with authorities involved if need be, but also recognizing that that person probably has a significant amount of trauma, that they are acting out on other people. But again, depending on what happened, that doesn't mean that you have to like allow them back into your energy. You can recognize that they are poor, pitiful fools, and also recognize that they need to stay the heck away from you. It doesn't have to be like, okay, I'm going to choose to look at you through the eyes of love and just hope, like, you know, just hope that you don't abusive me anymore. No. one of the best things that you can do for some people is to teach them boundaries, and that is something that people who behave that way very much struggle with, is boundaries. So the best thing that you can do is teach them boundaries by teaching them, as long as you behave this way, people that you care about and people that you spend time chasing after are going to spend their time avoiding you and blocking you and cutting you off, because that is the consequence to that action. And then the bottom of the deck is I choose love no matter what. And then right under it was the universe has my back. Absolutely. Forgiveness can be something that happens completely internally, just so that you can relieve yourself of the weight of holding on to your pain, holding on to your suffering, holding on to your grief, and just seeing that other people are just people, and sometimes people be messed up. All right, you guys, that just about does it for me tonight. I will be back at 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for Starfire After Dark. Thank you so much for the gifts. So I will see you very, very soon. Bye.